Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. The topic which we are going to discuss today is introduction and developing the concept of linear equations, algebraic equations, you can say. So, first of all, let's recall the concept of variables, terms, algebraic expressions, constants, and exponents. For example, if we are going to have this algebraic expression like 2x plus 3, algebraic expression is a one in which we are going to have the basic operation like plus minus, multiply, divide, or variable, terms, exponents, and constants. So, algebraic expression is basically the combination of all. So, for example, if you are going to have 2x plus 3, so in 2x plus 3, x is a variable, 2 is a coefficient, 3 is a constant, and exponent of this algebraic expression is 1, as the degree, the power of this variable is 1. So, how we are going to separate these terms? We all remember that whenever there is plus or minus symbol between the terms, so the terms are get separated. So how many terms are there in this expression? There are two terms. Now question arises that what is a sentence? A group of words that makes complete sense is a sentence basically. So for example, if I'm going to say that the bird the birds fly in the air, or Karachi is in Punjab, so we can judge that yes, birds can fly in the air, but Karachi is not in Punjab, it's in Sindh. So we can, we can judge that which statement or which sentence is correct and which is not. So the correct one is the true sentence, and the wrong one is going to be the false sentence, the incorrect one. So basically, there are three types of algebraic sentences. One is true, the other one is false, and the third one is open sentence. So correct means, for example, 2 plus 3 is 5. Yes, 2 plus 3 is 5. Is 2 plus 3 is 7? No, it's not. So we can easily say it's incorrect. But open sentence is a sentence which contains one or more unknowns. Unknown means we don't know. We cannot say that it is true or it is false, and when we cannot judge its clarity that it's true or false, then that sentence is the open sentence. Now there are few examples of this. For example, now x minus 2 is equals to 0. In this, x is unknown. If it is 2 plus 2, then the both sides are equal, 0. But if it is not, then it is going to be a false sentence. That means we cannot say sentence is true or false until and unless we are going to solve this and find out the value of unknown. Then we can get that this sentence is true or false. Now there are few symbols in the rather than equality symbol. As we all know, when equality symbol is going to be there, then that is known as the algebraic equation, but or equalities. But when equal symbol is not going to be there, greater or smaller symbol is going to be used, then the sentences are called inequalities. Then they are, the sentences are going to be inequalities. The algebraic equation, an open mathematical sentence which contains an equal sign. When equal sign is going to be there, then that mathematical sentence is called the algebraic equation. Or when the algebraic expressions are related through equalities, they form an equation. When there are two algebraic expressions are there, and between them there is equality symbol, that means this is algebraic equation. So there are few examples written in front of you of algebraic equations. Now you all can see that these examples only have one unknown, and the exponent of variable is 1. So these are linear equations in one variable. So now let's discuss how we can find out the degree of an equation. So the degree of equation is basically the highest exponent of the variable. The highest exponent of the variable in the whole equation. So for example, in the first example, it's written x power 3 plus x power 2 plus x is equals to 1. So in this, you can see that the highest exponent of the variable is 3. So the degree of this equation is 3. Now you can see the other example, it's y plus 3 is equals to 4, and in this equation you can clearly see that there is only one term in which variable is involved. So the power, the degree, the exponent of this y is 1, so that means the degree of the whole equation is 1, and this is the linear equation, by the way. Now, root or the solution of the equation. How we can get the root of the equation or the solution of the equation? Obviously, the value of unknown for which the equation becomes a sentence. When we are going to solve the equation, when we are going to solve it, we are going to solve in the next lecture, inshallah. So whenever we are going to solve the equation and we are going to get the value of that unknown, any variable, so that is known as the root or solution of that equation. Formation of linear equations. Now, the point is how we are going to form a linear equation if a sentence is written, if a statement is written. So if it is in the form of a statement like sum of a number and 2 is 6. Now you can see this is not a true sentence. This is not a false sentence. Why? Because we cannot say it. We cannot, we cannot say that sum of a number. Now what is a number? There is a question mark here. We don't know what the number is. So whenever there is an unknown there, that means we can form an we are going to write a variable instead of that number. We can take a help with that any of the variable, like you can say x, a, c, z, any. So sum of a number, that means the number is, if we are going to suppose that the number is x, we are going to let be the number be x, and the sum means plus sign, that means x plus the next number is 2, so x plus 2 is equals to 6. Now answer which we are going to get is going to be 6. Now thrice of a number is 18. Thrice of a number means 3 times of a number, so that means 3a, we suppose that the number is a, so 3a is equals to 18. Okay, now the next point is solution. Now how we can solve, we get to know what is the degree of an equation, we get to know how we are going to what is the solution or root of the equation. Formation of linear equation, if a question is written in a form of a statement, how we can form an equation out of that. We learned that. Now the next thing is solution of the linear equation. Now how we are going to solve it. So we are going to solve this inshallah in my next lecture, and hopefully this all is clear to all of you. Thank you. Allah Hafiz.